So there are some perks to being a physician and working in the various settings I've showed you in previous videos. For example, I got a really nice email from the school on Monday saying I have 2 free tickets to a Kings game on one of these days. So I jumped on the first opportunity and I took a friend and we got these really great seats to watch the Kings game. There's just a few rows back behind the courtside. I was also close enough to where I could yell at the refs for not making the right calls and to support my Sacramento Kings. The tickets also gave us free access to this VIP lounge, which offered food and drink and desserts. Also this week, I had another nice surprise from the hospital system that I'm working at through this group called Vituity, as I got higher in the partnership, which suggests I'm entitled to a higher bonus percentage for the end of the year based on the amount of patients and income that my team has generated. So these perks are great parts of the job, although it's not the only important parts of the job. It's also a job where there's a lot of internal rewards, such as learning patience, focusing on how to help others, listening attentively. You have a good opportunity to help the quality of lives of other people. There's a lot of job opportunities, there's a lot of flexibility with the opportunities, and so there's a lot of other perks as well. Although this week, these are just some examples of some unique perks that I got that I wanted to share with you guys. Although there's also a moral of the story, just because these perks are really nice and it's sometimes a little bit luxurious, you gotta stay true to your core values. For example, even though in this VIP lounge there was all this nice food to have, there's free drinks, etc., I couldn't really partake of all that it had to offer. The reason for this is because it is Christmas season according to my Coptic Orthodox faith, and during this Christmas season we are guided to fast from meat and dairy products in order to try to empty ourselves to better our relationship with God. It reminds me of the story of Daniel and the 3 young men during the days of Babylon. Daniel in the Old Testament, it was a book written about 600 years before Christ. Daniel was held captive in Babylon, and he was Jewish, and during that time the empires of like the Babylonian Empire ruled, and not anyone was able to approach the king, although Daniel was one of the few Jewish people who was able to approach the king. These verses from the first book of Daniel in the Old Testament suggest that Daniel did not eat from the king's delicacies nor drink wine, but rather ate vegetables and had water. And even though this was frowned upon at the time, it actually made him and the young men that he did that with appear stronger than those who ate from the delicacies and drank wine. This self-control also helped them to have favor in the eyes of other people, which is why Daniel was able to approach the king. Additionally, they were blessed with special gifts and talents that other people were not able to achieve.